Hi everyone, and welcome to Storytime at Cameron Park Zoo. My name is Miss Sarah, and I'm so glad you're joining us this week for our alligator story time. We'll be reading the book, The Selfish Crocodile, and we'll visit our American alligator exhibit at the zoo. Let's start by singing our welcome song.
How about you can come too. We're going to the zoo.
The Storytime book this week is The Selfish Crocodile by Faustin Charles and Michael Terry. This is a scholastic book, and we've been given permission to share it with you. As you listen to the story this week, try to remember what happens so that you can retell the story to someone in your family. The Selfish Crocodile. In a river deep in the forest, there lived a large crocodile. He was a very selfish crocodile. He didn't want any other creature to drink or bathe in the river. He thought it was his river. Every day he shouted to the creatures of the forest, "Stay away from the river! It's my river! And if you come into my river, I'll eat you up!" So, there were no fish, no tadpoles, no frogs, no crabs, no crawfish in the river. They were all afraid of the selfish crocodile. The forest creatures kept away from the river too. Whenever they were thirsty, they had to go for miles out of their way to drink in other rivers and streams. Every day the crocodile lay in the sun on his great big back, picking his sharp teeth with a stick. Early one morning, the forest animals were awakened by a loud groaning sound. Something was in terrible pain. The creatures thought it must be an animal caught by the crocodile. But as the bright sun came out, they saw that it was the crocodile himself who was in pain. He was laying on his big back, holding his swollen jaw and crying real tears. The creatures drew closer, but not too close. Some of them felt sorry for the crocodile. "What's the matter with him?" asked a deer. "I don't know," said a squirrel. "Maybe he's going to die," chirped a blackbird. "If that happens, it'll be safe to go in the river again," grunted a wild pig. The animals thought about it. They hung from the branches, they peeked through the grass, they buzzed in the air. They shook their heads as they watched the great big crocodile, but no one tried to help. Suddenly, a little mouse appeared, sniffing the air. He ran along the crocodile's tail, then onto his stomach. The other creatures stared. Look at the mouse," chattered a monkey. "He's either very brave or very crazy," growled a lion. "He's going to be eaten for sure," said an iguana. The mouse crept along the crocodile's big neck and into his big open mouth. There was a hush in the forest. The mouse took hold of something and pulled and pulled and pulled. Finally, he pulled it out, put it on his shoulder, and walked out of the crocodile's mouth. The astonished creatures began to cheer. The crocodile sat up and said, "The pain is all gone." Then he saw the mouse walking down his stomach, carrying an enormous crocodile tooth on his shoulder. "Your bad tooth was giving you a toothache," said the mouse, turning around to face the now smiling crocodile. "Do you want it back?" "Oh, no, get rid of it. And when you're finished, come back. I have a present for you." The mouse buried the bad tooth under a tree, and when he returned, the crocodile had a nice juicy nut waiting for him. As the crocodile watched the mouse eat his nut, he said, you must be very smart if you can cure a toothache, and very kind too. I'm so grateful. But what should I do if my toothache comes back?" "Don't worry, I'll help you take care of your teeth," answered the mouse, nibbling. Soon the crocodile and the mouse were best friends. Not long after, the crocodile sent all of the animals an invitation. "Please come to drink and bathe in the river. I won't hurt you. The river belongs to all of us," he said. The creatures weren't afraid to drink and bathe in the river anymore. Although the crocodile was sometimes a little grumpy, they grew to love him. And soon the river was once again full of fish and tadpoles, and frogs and crabs and crawfish. The end. I hope you enjoyed the story of the selfish crocodile, and I would like you to go find someone in your family and retell the story to them. Tell them what happens in the beginning and in the middle and in the end of the story. Would you like to check out more books about alligators and crocodiles? Here are some suggested titles. These are all available at our local libraries. Alligator Sue. This story tells the adventure of Sue, who lives in the Louisiana Bayou, and she tries to fit in with an alligator family. The rest of these books are all nonfiction, but they are unique in the information that they give. Who lives in an alligator hole? Alligators and crocodiles. This nonfiction selection features very detailed illustrations that are labeled with lots of information. Alligators and Crocodiles, Strange and Wonderful also goes into detail with lots of factual information, comparing and contrasting alligators and crocodiles. And finally, Baby Alligator. In this selection, you'll read about the life cycle of an alligator from birth to adulthood and all of the changes that a baby alligator goes through. I hope you enjoy reading more about alligators and crocodiles. Is everyone ready to learn a rhyme about alligators? Well, stand up and get ready and I'll teach you. This is how it goes. Alligator, alligator, long and green. Alligator, alligator, teeth so mean. Alligator, alligator, snapping at a bee. Alligator, alligator, can't catch me. Let's do that again together. Alligator, alligator, long and green. Alligator, alligator, teeth so mean. Alligator, alligator, snapping at a bee. Alligator, alligator, can't catch me. Now let's go to Cameron Park Zoo and see our American alligators. So here we are right outside the American alligator exhibit at the zoo. And there are two of our American alligators right there in the water. That's a really good place to be on a hot day like this. The American alligators are reptiles, so they're cold-blooded and they're covered in very thick skin. They spend a lot of their time in the water where they're very good hunters. Alligators are carnivores, so they would be hunting anything they can catch and eat that's meat, like fish, turtles, birds, mammals. And alligators are known for their mouth full of teeth. They have anywhere from 74 to 80 teeth in their mouth. Female alligators are quite a bit smaller than male alligators. Females will weigh up to 200 pounds, where males weigh in at 500 pounds. And they're quite a bit longer than the females too. So next time you're at the zoo, come and see our American alligators. Now I'm standing on the other side of the American alligator exhibit, where we have a much larger alligator, and this really shows off the length of an adult alligator. Males can be as long as 10 to 15 feet in length, and females can be up to 8.5 feet. And let's get a good view of those very impressive alligator teeth. That is a fantastic gator grin. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this week's alligator story time. I sure had a lot of fun. I can't wait to see you again next time Let's end by singing our goodbye song.
See you later,
Alligator, after a while, crocodile. Give a hug, ladybug, give a kiss, jellyfish. See you soon, big baboon, out the door, dinosaur. Take care, polar bear, wave goodbye, butterfly. Goodbye, everyone. See you next time.